Welcome to Vancouver's West End, where I live and work and play. Morning. I tried to show you this bed last week, but helmet cam didn't work, so I'm going to try it again today. I'm learning. Hopefully it won't be too, twist and turny, make you seasick. But this is my favorite bed, and it's such a brand new bed. It's just still being developed, and it's just full of all kinds of crazy stuff. So without further ado, you're gonna become me now. Okay, helmet cam on, hopefully pointing in the right direction. So to introduce you to the heliotrope, supposedly aromatherapy. It certainly smells good. It's a little, I don't know, talcum powdery for my taste. There isn't much to do in this bed because we did most of it last week. Everything is staked, everything is growing nicely. Behind the heliotrope we've got some zinnias, which right now I don't love the color, but they are kind of echoing the spirea behind them that are just going into bloom for the second time, which is unusual. Usually it's once a summer. Then in the center, giant Nishiki willow, which I need to trim today. We're trying to turn it into a ball. Here is some hollyhock in full bloom. Got Veronica, calla lily. Here's the hardy lobelia, which doesn't look at all like a lobelia, but there you go. A plant that claims to be Veronica. I don't love it. There's like tiny little purple flowers on it. But below it is the showstopper, which is a dianthus or baby carnation. But this is a hardy perennial, we'll see. A couple of Luna hibiscus that are in bud. They should be blooming next week. Whole stand of gladiolas that need to be staked immediately before they fall down. They're supported on the south side here, but it looks like the north side needs some help. Not too difficult. And we're back to starting point. Okay, we're gonna get down low here. Take a look at this is a new bed. We got iris in the foreground, a variety of iris. They're newly planted this year. They don't bloom for very long, but it's kind of a, one of those interest things. Dahlia in the front, some snapdragons getting nice and tall. Then in the background, peonies that are finished, although we just today put in an Ito peony, which is a very rare peony and that hopefully will look great next year. Variety of snapdragons and some weeds. Oops. Then the pots, which are beautiful, were not done by us. They were done by another gardener. In the center is a blue thistle, which is really pretty and surrounded by a lot of different flowers. Just enjoy the view. Maybe I'll just put up the names when this airs in text. I don't know if you can see in the background the tall hollyhock. We've got a bunch of gladiolas coming with the hollyhock in the same far back plane. And at the very end, it's punctuation. Giant Luna hibiscus should be in bloom soon. Look at all those buds. Beautiful, hey? Finally, at the very end here, just last week, we planted catmint around the outside, excuse me, and a delphinium in the center, which we have throughout this bed, but they're all finished. It's late for delphinium, and this one's just about done. But it looks pretty today, doesn't it? So that's our new bed. We have to come up with a name for it. So if you got any ideas, I'm all ears. Same with the other bed. We haven't named that either. Well, I showed you this bed, it seems, just a week ago when there was not many roses here. And boy, have they made a comeback. Second flush of these 4 white roses. In the center of the bed is a combination of purple and pink phlox surrounded by cosmos, big white bunch in the center, and then some purples, some pinks. And then dead center we have a hardy lobelia from last year. He survived, woohoo! But look at the back. See the gladiolas? That was an experiment. There's no irrigation back there behind the boxwood, so there's just like a 6-inch gap between the boxwood and the wall. So I put the bulbs in there and then covered it with really nice topsoil. And we got 3, looks like 4, maybe more, I hope. Anyway, this bed is popping. I'm gonna take you on the cleanup of this bed. We will be interrupted by traffic. It's pretty clean. Not too many weeds. Here's one here. Oh, big one. Let's see what else. A couple more weeds here. I don't know if you can see that. I'm grunting and groaning from bending over. Okay. Okay, well these daisies are spent daisies. I'm gonna have to trim off at least this much. Wow, that worked. Okay, here we go. We groove into Sade in a flower bed with some traffic. Let's not get too unrealistic about this situation. These guys are pretty brown too. What the hell's that? Okay, let's go deeper in. It's a jungle in here. Everything's grown together. Almost impossible to walk through. Whew. Well, this snowball tree is definitely getting too leggy. So let's give it a trim. Oh, big weeds here. Satisfying pulling them out by the roots before they have a chance to disseminate their seed. You don't want them to disseminate their seed, do you? Because that would be much more problems later. Okay. A few more here. Oh, that's a big one. Some grass. All right. So we're getting into the dark underbelly of this bed. Let's just finish trimming this snowball viburnum, not laburnum, that's the poison tree, and not verbena, that's the mythical herb that's in everything. No, I think it's a viburnum. Oh, correct me if I'm wrong. Snowball tree, because it gets covered in snowballs, but that's already happened. And I don't think it's ever happened twice in one summer. That would be a miracle. I don't know if I can reach in there. It's so overtaken by this beautiful wart. I can't quite recall which kind of wart it is, but this is a very invasive plant that is taking over the back section of this bed and creeping a little too much this summer. I think at some point I'm gonna go on an eradication of this because it's getting too big for its britches. Are these weeds? No, not weeds, but not pretty. This is the wart's flowers, I think. They get kind of gross. Don't like those. Mixing in with the phlox. You shouldn't mix in with the phlox. Okay, that's something anyway. Okay, I think that just about does it for the cleanup of this bed. Oh, garbage. Well, we'll be stepping out this way anyway. I got lychee ice, or whatever the hell that is. Okay, let's just take a look at the front of this. This is an aster that's in full bud, just about to bloom. Chrysanthemum just popping. Black-eyed Susans from years back. These are the new hardy dianthus. We don't know whether they're actually going to survive, but they're certainly in a pretty spot. All right, until next time.